Let's get started with PayPal's payment links and buttons settings. If you need to create PayPal's payment links, buy buttons, or shopping cart buttons, please view our other videos to guide you on doing that. The settings page that I'm about to review in this video is relevant if you have any of those three products. There are a few different ways to get to the payment links settings page. Log into your PayPal account, and towards the top of the left menu, we can click on Create and see the payment link or button option. Or in the same menu, if you click open the Pay and Get Paid section, you will find both the Create Payment Links and Buttons option as well as the Create Shopping Cart Buttons option. In your main dashboard area in the Quick Access section, you can also click on Payment Links and Buttons. And lastly, if we scroll down to Quick Actions, you can create a simple payment link or also click on Customize to be taken to the Payment Links and Buttons page. So let's navigate there now with any of these options mentioned. Here we are on the Payment Links page, and you will notice that we can go straight to the preview on the right side, and you can see this settings link here. Or if you scroll down, you will see the Payment Methods settings link here as well. Lastly, if you scroll up, click on More Actions, you will have the Settings option. So let's click on any of these options to navigate to the Payment Links and Button Settings page. This page manages the default options that you can preset once so that it affects all of your stacked buttons or your shopping cart buttons and links. You can always return to this page in the future and modify any option. On the right side, as always, you'll have a preview of the section that you're currently configuring so that you can get an idea of the modifications that you're adjusting, and at any time, you can even click on the mobile icon at the top right to view the mobile preview or switch back to the desktop preview. If you ever need to get to your current existing links and buttons, you can click on this link here that says Back to Saved Links and Buttons, and that will take you to the list of previously created links and buttons. Let's start on the left side, beginning with the Checkout tab that's selected, which will edit the page that customers see once they are checking out on PayPal's hosted page. This tab is relevant for the payment links and buy buttons and shopping cart buttons. Here we can enable our available payment methods, which are Pay Later, Venmo, and Apple Pay payments. Standard credit and debit cards will always be an option for your customers. Optionally, under the Business Name and Logo section, you can enable to display your business name or also enable your logo on our Checkout Hosted page. These two options are configured in your PayPal's main dashboard account settings by clicking here on this link. Again, optionally, on the checkout page, we have a link that says Continue Shopping. The way this works is the link will simply redirect customers to the previous page that they came from before they arrived at the PayPal hosted checkout page, or back to the URL that you placed in the homepage URL section. If you have enabled your merchant logo in your PayPal settings, that will also link to your homepage URL. It's your preference, but you can occasionally click on the Save button at the top right and then click on Update, and this will save your current changes. Alternatively, you can wait until you've made the changes that you want to multiple sections and then save it. Now, let's click on the Stacked Buttons tab, and we will see a preview of the stacked buttons. The stacked buttons show 3 buttons on your website. Notice it says merchant.com here in the preview, which indicates how it will look once you create a buy button and paste it on your website. Go through the options on the left side to modify the button styles as you prefer it. You can adjust the layout, the shape, the size, and color. The next option, Choose What's on the Second Button, allows you to choose the second button of the stack of 3 buttons on your website. We recommend you leave that to PayPal recommended, but you can choose to not show any second button or choose Venmo or Pay Later. The option Choose What Your Checkout Button Will Say helps you decide the text you would like to show on your website for the third button. This third button redirects customers to the PayPal hosted full page, which looks like what you saw on the first tab. Let's scroll to the top and click on the Single Button tab settings. This button is designed to work without JavaScript also on your website, as you'll notice the merchant.com mentioned here. So after you modify the shape and size, you can customize the color to match your website's color palette if desired. Please note that any buttons you make here will only affect any single buttons you create after these changes get modified. If you want to update any single buttons that you created in the past that are already published on a website with the changes that you're making here on this page, then you will need to navigate to those previous buttons using the link over here and find the button or buttons and click on the View Code option once more, and then copy and paste the updated code from that single button that was previously made and publish it once again on your website, removing and replacing the previous code. This process of updating the single button type that I just described does not apply to the stack button type or the cart buttons, as any changes made here will automatically apply to previously created stacked or cart buttons. Lastly, we can scroll up and click on the cart buttons settings. These settings adjust the shopping cart buttons that we provide to you. It's those buttons that mention the Add to Cart as well as the View Cart icon button shown here. And these are also placed on your website, and only until customers click on the View Cart button will they be redirected to a PayPal fully hosted checkout page, which we already configured the settings for on the first checkout tab that we reviewed. After you modify the shape and size, you can also customize the color to match your website's color palette if desired. Lastly, once users have added multiple products to their cart and completed the full checkout, you can add a successful auto return URL so that customers can be redirected to this page once they completed the checkout. If you want to set an auto return URL for buy buttons and payment links, you will be able to set that up for each button or link that you create. I will be sharing that in the next few videos. You may or may not have been saving along the way, but once you're satisfied with all of the modifications on each section, you can now click on the Save button at the top right and then click on Update. And that's it. We have now successfully configured the payment links and buttons settings.